Hi guys, James here at Carink. It's not really a short video, it's a bit of a longer video. We've moved unit, we've spent a lot of time and a lot of money on products recently, and we've been waiting for a new unit to get built and get ready. We're almost there, and I did want to wait a little bit longer than before we did this video, but something's kind of forced my hand. So today what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a video on our ActivInk, so Carink's ActivInk Activator. Setting up the gun for it and kind of the dip window that you've got and what it looks like when you pull it out, because it's really good, and I don't want to compare it with other products. You know, there's some good products out there, and I'd like to think that ours is going to join those ranks of good products in the finish that you get with it. So I'm going to show you that and you decide for yourself. So I've emptied a spray gun. Nothing in there, and I've dropped it in. That's not what you want to do. No, there you go, it's completely empty. This is a really cheap Silvertech 1.5 tip HVLP gravity fed spray gun. The reason I'm using this and not something more is that obviously when you start in hydrographics, not everybody wants to go and spend £150 on a Devil Bisque spray gun. You know, I've got them, I've got G-Tar Pros, they're good guns, but not everybody can afford that, afford a tank, afford film, speed shapes, everything else. So this is a £10 spray gun off eBay, and it'll do the job just fine for people that are starting out. And you see it's empty. Now, setup wise, you want your fan as wide as possible and as much liquid to come out as possible. So obviously you're going to wind your liquid controller back. Fan adjustment as wide as possible. Now as you can see here, on the dial we set it at about 20 psi at 1.5 bar. When I pull that trigger in, it drops to about a bar, which is about 14 psi. And what you'll see is it doesn't really have an effect on the water at all. Now the most important thing, whether that's with our activator or others, I'm not sure about others, only what I've used in the past, you've got to spray from a good distance. If you're spraying from here, it don't work. By the time it comes out of this gun and gets to there, it hasn't really atomized properly. It needs to feel a bit more uncomfortable. It needs to be a good, you know, 12, 15, 18 inches away. Generally we spray from about 15 inches. And by the time the activator's reached the film, it's atomized, it works great. If you're spraying it from here, it ain't gonna work. All it's gonna do is sit on film, absolutely nothing other than possibly burnt paint off your part. So I'll pop that back there. New product, well it's not new product, same product, new tins. We're so happy with it that we recently applied for a patent, which they take quite a while, but as far as I'm aware the patent starts from when you've applied for it. So obviously we've got new label, ActivInk, formulated for perfect clarity. Nice sticker, warning sticker on the back. Comes in a nice tin with a sealed lid. This brand new tin. Whenever you use it, even if you've already opened it, you know, make sure you shake it up, because any solids in there are going to sink to the bottom. See, that's a brand new tin for anyone that wants to question whether or not we're using our product. Not really thought about that, have I? I'll pop that down. So I'm going to put two pieces of film in water. I'm going to spray them both. I'm going to spray them both with the same amount of activator. I'm going to dip one speed shape at about 10 seconds after we've sprayed it, and I'm going to dip the other one at 1.5 minutes. And we'll see whether there's any difference in colour of the pattern, you know, how long the activator lasts, etc. Now we've got a brand new, mine's a bit wet. Brand new pattern here. This is, as far as I'm aware, it's brand new anyway. We've only just got it. Not even tested it yet. Film quality feels pretty good, so hopefully it's a decent film. We have tested the American version, that came out really well. In fact, It's the American version, yet to be lacquered. It does feel quite thick on the ink. It's always fun putting it on your own. That's that one in. I'm starting a 60-second time. Of course, it's been rolled the other way on the tube when it wants to fold in on itself. Alright, so both patterns are in the water. I'll put some new gloves on. So we're at 60 seconds on the first film. Don't think we need to be bang on 60 seconds for this film. Anything over a minute should be adequate. Okay, so generally we say between 1 and 2 passes, and that should do it. So you've got a nice wide fan. Oh, I want my mask on. Start timer, please. So if you're following it from now, obviously I'm going to dip the first one like I said, then in a minute and a half I'll dip the second one. First one looks pretty good, kept all the colour nice. We're nearly a minute. Have to get another set of gloves. Alright, I think we're just touching a minute and a half. So I'll dip the second one. As you can see, even at a minute and a half, that's gone straight in, absolutely no problems. I'm just going to wait a few more seconds. You can still see, come a bit closer to you, you can still see, I mean obviously it's stretched now because I've dipped into it, but you can still see it's well and truly activated. I can still go into that, you know, without a problem. It's not, even the original one is still activated. You know, it's not gone like custard skin yet. Pull that out. again, you know, I mean, look at that. Tell me that doesn't work. So I'll pop that on there. Take my gloves off again. Don't normally use 3 pairs of gloves for one dip. Oh, important thing, 28 degrees. If you don't, smells good now. If you're not, you know, if your tank's at more than 28 degrees, it's not going to work. You know, you wouldn't paint water-based paint the same as your base paint, solvent-based paint. You know, it's a different product. If it's not working for you, you know, you need to follow the instructions. Do what we've said, make it work for you. The stuff's brilliant, but you know, you've got to practice. So, just to recap, 28 degrees, spray at a bar, wide pattern, 15 inches. And then the stuff works, you know, really well. What I'm going to do next is I'm going to rinse them so you can see obviously it doesn't just burn straight off. So I'm just going to get rid of the stopwatch. I'd say there's an ever so slight colour difference in the two. That's the first one, and I'd say that's simply down to the fact that the pattern was allowed to stretch a little bit more than I intended. I left about a 2 to 3 inch gap around the edge and I didn't mean to. So we're going to start it a little bit warmer. A little bit warmer with it, not so much pressure. How's your arm doing? Okay, so obviously we've rinsed them. I do think we lost a little bit of colour in the first one, simply because we've allowed the pattern to stretch more than we should have. You know, some patterns we don't let them stretch at all, and some patterns we leave about an inch around the film when we spray it. But essentially, the one that we've left a minute and a half before we've dipped has kept all its colour. It's absolutely crisp. I mean, just how close are you? You look at the lines there; they're absolutely solid, nice, crisp, nice and clear, and all the colours there. And that's what's important. So, you know, thanks for watching. My name's James, cameraman Steve. We are Carink. You can find us obviously carink.co.uk. We sell all those activator films. We're all looking at introducing some other products as well. Find us on Facebook if you search for Carink, and obviously find us on eBay. Thank you very much.